Yo, this is the NRW, as always, giving you the NEW, and we are back with another WTF, that is, what the fuck? I am Kuya P, aka Patrick Michael Strange. I'm here with my peoples. I got from Level Up Comedy, my man Glenn Lawrence. How you doing, brother?
What's happening? Good to see y'all.
And I also have coming back from the NRW. She hasn't been on some of our regular episodes, but she came back with our Mandalorian reviews. I have Alicia G. How are you doing, Alicia?
What's up, everybody? Doing tired, actually.
And I got my girl Skillet. Carmen is in the house. What's up, girl?
What up?
Hey, okay. Good to see all y'all beautiful people. Wish we could do this in person, but you know, we're living in these COVID times. And so I'd rather you all be safe and we all be safe until we have a vaccine. So what the fuck week this week has been. This was election 2020 week, the final solution where we voted. Well, for some of us did early voting, which plays into what we're going to talk about as well, but where everybody had to go and vote this past election day, Tuesday. And did we get a solution to our problem? No, we didn't. It's extended out throughout the week. And as of this taping, we still don't have a solution, although we do have some good numbers if you're on a particular side. And if y'all been listening and know what side I'm on Team Blue. And Biden is up, but we don't know fully yet if he will be the man. But statistically, he should be. But big what the fuck, though, this week, though, because again, not unlike other elections, you would have get who it was by the end of the night, or at least by 2 a.m. That didn't happen because, again, there had to count a lot of ballots. All the early voting, which was a big thing this year to get your early vote on, they couldn't be counted until election day. And since they had to wait till election day, they couldn't, they couldn't touch them. So all those numbers needed to be calculated. And so what you saw early on Tuesday was Republican numbers, because most Republicans like to vote on election day. They don't do the early voting, and because they don't believe in the vaccine, they don't think wearing a mask or anything will that they'll be okay, that God will protect them, whatever. So the polls came in for Trump, but there was also a lot of votes out there for Biden. And actually, wasn't he in the lead at like 2 p.m. still, regardless, even though everything wasn't in? Carmen, Alicia, Glenn?
I did not look until the evening
remember,
because
when I went to bed,
I was working that day.
On election night, it was at 2:09 when I went to sleep. They were tied at 2:09, and when I woke up in the morning,
I was actually working the polls. So,
you were? Oh, okay.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I was working with my county's Democratic Party, handing out sample ballots.
Dope.
And I have a what the fuck moment.
Yeah.
We were very extensively trained to say when people walked up to the polling place, "Hi, would you like a Democratic sample ballot?" And wouldn't you know it, what the fuck? The Republicans had the same table sitting next to us asking people if they wanted sample ballots, but they were saying, "Would you like a sample ballot?" and not specifying which ballot it was. So that was a what the fuck moment for me for Tuesday, because it's like, we're trying to make sure that we're being transparent. And then you've got these cats over here that are like, nah.
Yeah, I worked the polls 2 years ago, and they had us be very specific which ballots we were handing out. And it's just like.
So yeah, that was not how they operate. So that was a huge what the fuck for me. So, which I did not like. But yeah, I didn't actually get to look at any of the stats until later, because people kept coming up. We kept handing things out, kept talking to people. So I don't know what the numbers were at 2:00. No idea.
Okay.
So my what the fuck moment was when I went to go vote, there were not a lot of people in line. And just from everything I heard on the news and everything, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be this massive rush of people with long lines and everything. And it wasn't. And when I saw that there wasn't a very long line, I was like, okay, whoever has the edge in early voting and early balloting, whatever party, got the word out about that, is probably going to win, and probably going to win substantially, because there's nobody here in line. That means everybody voted beforehand. So when you start seeing the numbers roll in, people are like confused about what's happening. And it's like, no, they're like, people voted early. There's like, that's why all these ballots are coming in, because a lot of people voted early. And you got to see how effective that strategy was to like vote early or do absentee ballot or put the ballots in the mail before election day so that they could get there. So it wasn't really a surprise to me when you start seeing all these ballots come in. But it was a what the fuck moment, because I thought more people were going to be in person, but no.
I think it depends on the area too, because like certain areas there was a lot of early voting, and then certain areas where early voting was made more difficult, like they only had like one drop-off spot or something like that, there were going to be the larger lines. My what the fuck moment on election day was after they called Virginia, like 20 minutes in after the polls closed, they called it for Biden, and there were people on Twitter from outside of Virginia like, how the fuck does that work? It's like, hi, Virginian here. Let me explain how we work. It's called Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads.
Yeah,
we know how they vote.
Well, I mean, there's that, but then also in Virginia, they have the machine. So the votes are tabulated very quickly. Yes. Like they go in and then you can see that you're like, I always like to go in and see my number tick up in the thing. This vote counted. And so I'm like, okay, cool. I know my vote counted. I know it went in there. Whether it was read correctly is a totally different thing, but I know it went in there and it went up by one vote. So that's why there's a lot of these states where things close and you see like immediately if they have the proper apparatus to calculate the votes. A lot of,
and I like that. I like Virginia's system. I voted in early October, and it was a load off my mind because like they had a whole system where it was a small office area, so it's like 2 people in the elevator at a time, go vote, hand sanitize, 2 people leaving, and you're good. And they had like a whole system worked out. And I live in a small town. They nailed the early voting perfectly.
Yeah.
I recall Virginia not getting turned blue until, which actually worried me this year of years for Virginia, that it didn't like, they didn't say it was for Biden until like maybe 10-11 on election day. Because I
saw it earlier
because there was a lot, because they didn't calculate the Northern Virginia area yet.
Yeah. Like they called it early, but it was showing different numbers.
It was Trump until then. So it depends on what station you're or whatever you're on. I was going between CNN and NBC is where I was getting my information from. But that had me worried because, because, you know, I'm anti-Trump, if you will.
Oh, big time.
But when you were talking about polling and volunteering earlier, you reminded me of a what the fuck moment from when I first volunteered back in the day when we first elected President Obama. I was like you, Carmen and Alicia, you know, I did some of the handing out the sample ballots, but then there is a different period in the day because I took the whole day off to help volunteer, where we had to go drop off location pieces, pamphlets, where here's your polling location. And I went with a couple of guys. Actually, one was with this one younger, I think she was like Vietnamese lady who went with me. We went into like, it looked like the boondocks to drop off these pamphlets, right? And pulled up into this one residence, a wooden area, started walking to drop off the pamphlet and knock on the door and, you know, give the pamphlet. Before we even got out the car, this guy came out his house with a shotgun and was like, what are you doing on my property? I'm like, we're here to just tell your polling location. I don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. Get the fuck out of here. And then I was like, I think I'm done handing out polling location pamphlets.
Yeah.
I'm just going to volunteer and hand out these other pamphlets on suggested ballots. That was a what the fuck.
I have had that happen
Obama
before.
Election. That was
I have had that.
Wow.
Oh,
that was kind of scary.
Yeah. People don't like you
bro.
rolling up on their lawn. Like I used to do door-to-door sales, unfortunately, and I've had a person or two come out with a gun and okay, bye.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I'll just
but
this way.
Yeah, so that was a what the fuck that y'all reminded me of. But yeah, so the big what the fuck this week is we didn't get the who we thought was gonna be what we didn't get the results. The results. Thank you, Carmen. On Tuesday night, and it went into Wednesday, it went into Thursday, and now we're actually recording this on a Friday. And we're waiting to hopefully get the information that Biden is now over the top, because he's right there. Where are we at right now? We're at 263 on some sites and like 234.
So
264.
253 on CNN.
All right.
Still.
And then on Google, according to AP, the Associated Press, we're at 264.
Dare I go to Fox News and see what they say?
Fox News
Never go to
higher.
Fox News.
They're even higher.
Are they really?
They called Arizona for Biden before anyone did.
Listen, do you think it's possible that they're tired of like defending him too? Just like,
they have to be taught.
We're tired of this. It's hard. We're cool with lying, but this is difficult.
I feel like also they're like, well, he's not getting reelected now, so he has outlived his usefulness for our ratings.
I think it's a big what the fuck was, I think it was either Trump or Trump Jr. like called Roger Ailes and was like, how dare you have Fox call Arizona, you guys called Arizona for Biden. And they're like, yeah. And
no, it wasn't Ailes. It was Rupert Murdoch.
Okay, yeah. Apparently he railed at whoever he called at Fox and was like, how dare you call that from? And it's like,
how dare you?
And Murdoch hung up on it.
It's literal numbers. You can't like, you know, there's ABC, NBC, you know, CBS News, you know, CNN and then CNN, and it's like, and then Fox. So it's like you can't have all four of these people saying 10, 10, 10, and we're like 7. And so it's like, how stupid would you look? Like, you can't lie about it. So yeah, so that's like a huge,
but
like you really like think that like you're gonna call up your friend and he's gonna be able to like change the laws of mathematics just for you.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I need a friend like that. It's like, hey, I can't balance my checkbook. Change math for me.
So
thanks.
Tell the banks I don't owe them anymore.
That yes.
So I have to ask you guys. So the election kind of just took over for our What the Fuck episode this week. If we don't get results tonight, if it goes into Saturday, Sunday, or even Monday, and as we know, I think it was Nevada that said they're not going to do anything over the weekend. That's a what the fuck, right? Like the importance of right now.
Their whole economy.
What do you guys think about that?
Okay, so obviously casino workers and maybe their poll workers, or maybe they're not the same.
Yeah.
However, most poll workers are volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're volunteers. Like it's not like they don't have anything to do year round. So it's like this is what they're doing. Like they're volunteering in their community. So the assumption is it's people from all walks of life. Now in Nevada, there's not that many walks of life. In Las Vegas, you're either in food service, hotel service, or you work in the flow. So it's like
flow.
So I'm just wondering, it's like you have an entire, you know, community built around people counting money and counting things, and quite literally some of the most sophisticated security and camera systems in the entire world. And you guys don't have the means on a political level to quickly count ballots.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Of all places, like I would expect the Cats, you know, shout out to Philly with my man Glenn Lawrence over there. Like Philly they had, I think, the bulk of stuff they had probably a lot more ballots than the other areas, and they came through in Atlanta.
I felt like what I was thinking was basically it's like it was people were like, we don't want to be the ones who break the news. Like we don't want to be the ones who break the news. So y'all, why don't y'all say it? Why don't y'all say it? And I just knew, I was like, listen, I know Philly. We're probably gonna be like, look, y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all ain't gonna say. All right, I'll say something. You didn't win. And that's basically what happened. The mayor of Philly came out and was
put
like,
your big boy pants on.
Yep.
Yes.
Like,
Shout out to Philly mayor, bro. Like
I love the dude laughing behind him, just like could not hold it in.
But I listen, I felt like I called it. I said what I said. what was going to happen. All these other states didn't want to really like call it because they don't want to be the ones who announce it. But Pennsylvania's going to be like, we don't care. We want to fight. What? Say something. We're cool.
I will say, back on the topic of Nevada, the best thing I've seen on Twitter all day that almost distracted me from work was one and said, Nevada counting ballots is like one, you're like a dream come true. Two, it's just like so slow. I was like, yeah, that checks out. That's exactly what they're doing.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
right? And like sudden spike of attention.
It's just, and like again, I'm not gonna like sit here and like super duper like harshly judge, you know, the people working in Nevada, but you know, Pennsylvania's got 4 times the population. Like,
come on, bruh.
And like Nevada, your whole Nevada, like Reno and Vegas, your whole thing is numbers, dudes. Just
like
counting cards. Come on, let's go. Oh wait, you're not supposed to do that.
So it's been a crazy week, another what the fuck week, and it's still ending in a big what the fuck because we have no results yet. So hopefully by next episode of What the Fuck, we will know who the fuck is the president of the United States of America. So fingers crossed.
I'm tired of these cliffhangers.
Yeah. So let's sign off out of here until we're going to leave with a cliffhanger because that has been What the Fuck this week.
It's been a lot. We've been through a lot this week. We've been through a lot.
So we missed an important What the Fuck moment that has nothing to do with politics.
Oh, well, what did that
Yes, let's have a break.
I had heard that when New Release Wednesday did their episode 2 recap of The Mandalorian, that Glenn didn't hate the episode. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Wait, time out. That's unfair. I did not hate the first episode. I was disappointed that it was a filler episode for the first one. That's all I said. That's all I said.
What the fuck that Glenn Lawrence doesn't know about titties on amphibians?
All right, this is not going to be a Glenn Lawrence roast session, okay?
Well,
right, we're the comedians tonight, Glenn.
This has been
I can take it. I deserved it. I deserved it.
This week, we love you, Glenn. Everybody, why don't you tell them your socials, how they can follow you, track you, if they want to stalk you online?
Track you? No.
Jesus,
Patrick.
I'm Glenn Lawrence, Level Up Comedy. Check me out, Level Up Comedy, all over your socials. Also, Glenn Lawrence Comedy, where I routinely say inappropriate things.
All right, I'm Skillet. You can find me on Twitter at CarmenTS or on Instagram at call_me_skillet because, like a cast iron skillet, I'm well seasoned, baby. You can't find me on Twitch yet because I don't know what I want to do with that platform. So stay tuned.
I thought we called you Skillet because you fry people.
I fry people up, man.
You fried me up just now.
I'll fry y'all up, man. Like it's got multiple connotations in the name. Come on now.
Leisha.
And I'm Alicia G. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at WonderBread, where I am your host, the toast with the most. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. And then on weekends, I do Saturday, Sunday at 3 p.m. Come join the Bread Brigade there.
You got a whole brigade?
I have a bread brigade. We have emotes. I am affiliate.
I love bread.
I love it.
Yes. Oh, I got a jersey too. You should come see a stream sometime.
All right, y'all. Before I go into it, I just noticed that we have control of the Senate. There's 48 Democrats, 47 Republicans.
Oh, what? And if we get that
Georgia guys.
Yeah. So if we get that Georgia runoff, and then we got Kamala. Done.
I'm worried about the Senate. We have the House, but I'm worried about the Senate. But right now we have the Senate, which changed from.
And if we get that same kind of manpower we had in Georgia that flipped it blue earlier this morning. Oh my God! Please just have blue.
Ossoff and Warnock Check them out if you guys don't know who they are.
Yay!
All right, y'all. I am Kuya P, aka Patrick Michael Strange. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Strange Since 1977 and at Temple Far East. You can always find me here at the NRW and at New Release Wednesday, as well as our host family of the Nerds of Color. And you can also check me out on my Filipino history and culture show, Showpal Show, where we have just a ton of amazing guests of Filipino descent. We're repping, for my people, but it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know much about AIPI, Filipino culture, we've been in the game a long time, and now we're starting to get that love. Come check us out, learn about my peoples. And all right, that's it, y'all. Another What the Fuck week. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. You're out of here.
CNN projects Joseph R. Biden Jr. is elected the 46th president of the United States, winning the White House and denying President Trump a second term.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
You about to lose that job. You about to lose that job. Get this thing. You about to lose that job. Oh my goodness. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Cause you are entertaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Cause you are entertaining me for nothing. Hey baby, you're fired. Goodbye.
Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
Damn! You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my goodness. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my.
Hey.